Keeping a storyline consistent in a series can be a monumentous task, especially if the story continues across a couple of decades. Seth MacFarlane's second debut into the adult animation market with American Dad was a hit, and the series lives on even today but proves to have quite a bit of loose ends in the plot. This is expected of shows that live on so long, especially when comparing the earlier seasons to the new releases.
I say, how long has that boy been treating you like that?
About 24 years.
Here are 5 loose ends we never see played out in American Dad. Number 1, Betsy White and her alien baby. Before Rogu was ever introduced, another one of Roger's offspring could have been a very real thing for the show.
I'm sorry, what in the living is that?
Oh, isn't it great? My tumor came to life and now I've got a little homunculus. His name's Rogu.
Rogu.
In Season 1 Episode 7, Deacon Stan, Jesus Man, Roger is going through a reproductive cycle, and while choking on his feeder, Steve gives Roger mouth-to-mouth and inevitably transfers his offspring into Steve, impregnating him. Betsy White, daughter of Chuck White, Stan's early season rival, sneaks up to Steve's room to sneak a kiss, unknowingly transferring the alien offspring into her. Once her parents find out her Olympic gymnastic career is now a pipe dream, she is sent to live with her aunt, and we never see her or her alien baby again. We can only wonder if Rogu would have made a good younger brother.
Rogu loved Daddy.
He loves his blue stuff.
Number 2, the Smiths' on and off relationship with having a pool in their backyard. Avid fans of the show may find it weird looking into the backyard of the Smiths and seeing their pool only shows up for plot convenience. Whether it be an alternate universe theory or just a decision during storyboard writing, it's something that never gets addressed in the show. Number 3, A.J. Bullock. Whatever happened to director Bullock's son, A.J.? Bullock has become quite the eccentric character as the show evolved. Growing from a serious CIA director to a wild party animal that gets a weird kick out of family time.
Oh, I'll admit it. I'm a degenerate. I love drugs and drinking and gambling, and my moral compass always points south.
Yeah!
But during Lent, I repent, and that makes up for the rest of the year.
In Season 8 Episode 17, when Avery is showing signs of dementia, Bullock mentions to Stan that once he has nothing left to teach the world, to just shoot him in the back of the head and call my son and tell him that you just killed his daddy. He'll know what it means. Just a handful of episodes later, in Season 9 Episode 10, Family Land, the show addresses this lack of little AJ in a quick exchange of lines between Stan and Bullock when they state,
Avery, shouldn't you be here with your family?
I don't have a family.
What about that Indian baby you have sometimes?
This isn't one of those times.
This was the last time the show confirms his existence. After this, we never hear about A.J. Bullock again, even 8 seasons later. Number 4, Steve and Akiko's relationship. Many Reddit fans of the show have always shipped Steve and Akiko. Despite being one of his best friend's sister, many hoped they would get together after Season 6's Best Little Horror House in Langley, when she ultimately chose Doug, the dancing boy wonder, over Steve. Steve and Akiko's relationship really blossomed 2 seasons later in episode 147, Spelling Bee My Baby, after dealing with their mother's overbearing intervention in their lives. By the end of the episode, there is real evidence the relationship will continue on. But with recent seasons being released, we never really see Akiko again, and Steve is often seen going after multiple other girls in his hunt for manhood, leaving us with the assumption that their relationship never went anywhere.
Oh, come on! Every morning? Can you hear me? There's no time! I need to do the right thing for my friends! You should be in that slow cooker, you pig.
Number 5, Terry, Greg and Libby. Terry and Greg were some of the most interactive supporting characters in American Dad, providing some of the funniest scenes in the show's long time on air. The pair were fan favorites, experiencing massive character development throughout the show, starting as the show's gay couple and co-anchors for their local news station.
Treme! Etouffee! Beignet! You're gay!
Hooray!
They grew with the audience and the changing political state of the country, also helping Stan overcome his own prejudices. Francine acted as the couple's surrogate for their child Libby, and they really grew to be quite the family dynamic once she was born. Unfortunately, following Mike Barker's exit off the show due to creative differences, Barker's voiced characters Terry and Agent Sanders had to be written out of the show following Season 10 and the shift from the Fox network to TBS.
Shut up! Thank you.
The show explains the write-off in Season 11 as Terry ultimately leaving Greg to go follow the band 311 on tour. We never do get an explanation on what happened to their child Libby. This is left up to the fans' imagination and whether she is an off-screen child at home with Greg, sent off to a boarding school, or if Terry decided to take Libby with him. This is something that is never addressed in the current seasons. Time will only tell as the show goes on, but whatever happens, she is a truly missed character of the show. Also, does anyone know whatever happened to Greg and Terry's dog?
Oh, Greg, look, that's the public toilet where we fell in love.
Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed, please give us a like, and for more videos like this one, give us a follow.